Jesus, lover of my soul, Jesus, I will never let you go. Taking me from the miry clay, you set my feet upon the rock, and now I know I love you, I need you. No matter what before, I'll never let you go. Savior, my closest friend, I will worship you until the very end. Oh, singing Jesus, Jesus, you're the lover of my soul, Jesus.
Should be known to everybody in the district. What is our way forward for the integrating socially excluded in local government projects, which we normally call? We have coined it as research projects. The projects quarters 2 and 3 shall focus on building capacity of the marginalized groups and facilitate their access to government OPO packages, particularly the 2 to 4% district assembly common fund. We understand the minimum is 2%, but it's like all assemblies have just taken a ruler, put a ruler on the 2% instead of making it between 2 and 4%. So we want to appeal to South Diane Assembly to see how best we can increase it from 2% to at least 3% or something like that in the next quarter of their common fund. Then the Maslow Let's Step program, how far can we facilitate the process of these women, persons with disability, also benefited from some of these programs. We have given out a summary of the results, and the detail is a 35-page survey report which was given out to the assemblies that are concerned. And so if you want to read the details, because we have we came out with the statistics on each marginalized group that we have engaged, and the results were all discussed with all the recommendations. And so the report is ready, and if we have your emails, we could also forward them to your emails, the soft copies to your emails, so that you read through and see the areas that concern you, and then you back up in those areas. Because in the 4th quarter, we want to hold another survey, like to find out what the impact of our program has been within the 12 months. And so we are really going to work this quarter, the 3rd quarter, to make sure that we bring the marginalized group closer to the assembly, so that we can promote your development agenda. I think on this note, we believe that everything we do, you must produce results. Without results, there's no evidence that you have done anything. And so we want to walk through a journey, and at the end of the 12th month, we will have something to showcase to our funders and also to the people we serve, that we can tell a good story about this very project. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Madam. Yeah, before we take reaction from the duty bearers, what I want to add to what Madam said is that the survey has actually brought out some interesting revelations, and we, those in authority now, we should understand that it is our duty that we bring this marginalized group into the society, into the what they are supposed to benefit. Because, accept it or not, they will be part of the society. Some of them, it is not through their own will. Accident happen, it will be me, it will be you, God forbid. To join them. Yes, I say God forbid. So it will be you, it will be me, but it will not happen. But as we are in a position now, let us make sure that we bring their issue to the center so that we work around it. So they will not be neglected totally. So this survey actually is revealing to us that we have a lot of work to do. We realize that in the societies, in some communities now, there are some projects that nobody used them because there was no consultation. I know that the market built that nobody is selling them because there was no consultation to hear those who actually going to benefit from the project. The mass block, the less debt, and other projects that are there, other programs that are there, they are meant for a certain group of people. But if these people are not aware of the existence of this particular program, how do they benefit? It is our duty as leaders, it's our duty as managers of this particular program to bring it to the notice of these people so that they will become aware of the existence of these particular programs so that they will benefit. Some people think that if they don't benefit, the money is left down for us to use. But the issue is that if it is you, we see this marginalized group in the society, some of them are begging, some of them are just walking on the street. For the sake of them, government put in a program. But if we don't make these issues known to them, how will they benefit? So the survey actually is making us become aware that we have a lot of work to do as authorities to bring these issues to the people, those people who are concerned, so they will benefit. In decision making also, these people are very important. Some of them have very good ideas. If you don't interact with them, you won't know. So let us interact with them. Let us consult them in day-to-day decision making. Other than that, some of the projects we carry out, nobody uses them. Meanwhile, it is meant for their benefit. If you don't bring them closer to you, if they are not aware that this program is meant for them, how will they benefit? So we thank the survey conductors so much for the wonderful work done. We want to listen to the duty bearers, their reaction to the survey. Thank you so much. So, I think we start from, okay, the district coordinator.
Any reaction from the floor?
It's not coordinator, coordinating director.
Coordinating director, okay.
I will first of all like to thank GLOWA for letting us see things in a different way.
Yeah.
But the always the path, we always find the path straight until the one of the back tell us we can lead to do some adjustments. The same thing, I would like to talk about the DEBRIEFIng and the marginalized group. You know, we have a committee responsible for that. That's that they are just scratching. This has made me to understand they are just scratching the surface. And they are using just a one-way traffic issue. And leaving some behind. One way thing that everybody is taking care of. Because they have their fun and it's like, just some few are taken care of. For instance, I know they train some in sewing, some come for money to trade and all that. But it's a high time we get a feedback from what is going out. Because the situation is frightening. Personally, I'm not happy about it. The situation has become frightening and that we need to reposition ourselves to get things done properly. Because these are some of the few communities that you sample and come up with those that are samples. So it means that this is really happening across the world. And I think they are association to we need to sit with them.
Yeah.
Because they front them. And many a time when they bring their requests, they are going for meeting, they are going for this, they are association members. So you can see that there's interest level for the association members is high, but the others it's not the best. So this has given us an insight into we sitting up and then looking at the other governments and all those areas which we denied them. And because we denied them that has been on people that don't want to know what it is yes. So I think we will look at it with all this reporting that is coming up. And then we will not leave the work just for the team members to do. All of us have to get involved despite the booklet that we have. So I'll say thank you to GLOWA.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Planning officer.
I was waiting for my big man there to talk.
How did you?
Lesson.
Oh, okay.
Is it lesson or Jida?
Jida.
Yeah. Mr. Jida, can we hear from you?
Everybody is going to talk because all the issues touch on everybody here. That is why we brought you here to see how best. And the budget officer, if the needs of the marginalized groups are inputted into the medium term development plan, is it possible for you to also budget for it? Is it possible to always use that spectacle, the marginalized group spectacle, to develop your budget? Those are some of the things we want now, and making sure that at least with whatever little resources that the assembly has, that little resources is equitably shared, and the marginalized groups, especially persons with disability, are taken care of in one way or the other. So all the time you make sure that there's something little for them. What? Well, the national cake. Hey, who is the last? I was addressing him.
Okay, that is all for us.
Okay, Jida.
The director has said it well. The survey has told all of us that we will not be doing well. So based on the survey, we go study it well and see where we've fallen short, and in our next moves, to see how we can up our game and bring them also up on track.
I didn't get the last part. Because it's like we are combining the reactions and then the key action because there's no time. So if you react to the issue, what is your commitment? What is the way forward from your part? Because the next thing we're going to do is to hold a program for the marginalized group, and we are going to use you, the coordinators of the group packages, as resource persons. You build your own market, and then you market your product to the people. I get it.
Yes.
So,
Okay, my outfit here will consult social welfare
okay.
and take data or information on the PWDs, so that in our next programs or modules that will be rolling out, we'll see how best we can fit them into our modules. Already we have some, but it's not encouraging, just like the survey is telling all of us. So, fit them into our next modules as and when we are taking them out.
This presentation is done at the assembly, or if you could have involved more assembly members and youth committee members, they are the grassroots people. The office for the district assembly is located here. And we are not in the officials of the assembly are not in every part of the district. It is the assembly members and the unit committee members. So, one of your findings saying that the people do not have enough knowledge on the workings of the assembly and the pro-war services and all that. It is the assembly members, the unit committee, and the community leaders. They are supposed to explain whatever discussion that goes on at the district, the general assembly to their people to understand. That is the reason why they have been elected to come to the district assembly, so that they can, whatever they learn here or whatever they are aware of here, they should be able to tell their people. So I would have loved if we had involved more assembly members and then the unit committee members in their presentation, so that they will appreciate the findings. And then the other aspect has to do with, you see, maybe when you went, the time you went to the field, just like how Mr. Akide said, that some of the pro-war programs, they were on hold. Like Jida, what is the other one? The Lesbian and
guidelines and all that. And
day-to-day activities as a district. When we do that, then their views also be put into our decision making. But if we are not consulting them, means that we are neglecting them at all. But we should not forget that these people are part of us in society. Whether we like it or not, we will continue to be part of us in society. There are people who with disability, there are people who will be marginalized. That is why we should make it a point to make sure that anytime we are making a decision, we should consult them. I know communities that markets are built for a group of people, nobody uses the market because there was no consultation. Toilets are built, nobody uses the toilet because there was no consultation. But because of these people, the project are cited. But if you don't consult them and you provide a project and it's my idea, we're not achieving our purpose. So our first point is that we should make it a point to consult these people whilst making our day-to-day decisions. Point 2, adequate knowledge in local governance indicators is very vital for women to be able to access these facilities to enhance their livelihood as Ghanaians. Hence, the National Commission for Civic Education in the district should be assisted by the North District Assembly so they can integrate some of these local governance issues into their regular public education schedules. NCC, their job is to educate us on our responsibilities, our civil rights, give us information. But we are saying that they should be assisted by you people. Assist them in any way that you could, so that they can disseminate these information to the people living among us, the disabled people, the marginalized people who are living among us. They can give more information if we assist them. We should not wait for the central government to provide them everything before they do. They cannot do it. But if we assist them, they will do more. That is our point number 2. NGOs and the media must also organize specific awareness creation program for marginalized groups to also be abreast with local governance issues. If we have media around, NGOs around, let us call on them to also play a role in this particular issue so that we can empower the marginalized among us. Point 3, the assembly members of all electoral areas, area council chairman, presiding member of the North District Assembly, and chairperson of the social services and development planning subcommittees must make it a duty to constantly engage marginalized women, PWDs, and the youth into bracket peasant farmers, market women, Muslim women, etc., to participate in general assembly meeting and also educate the women on their respective functions for enhanced social accountability to the ordinary citizen. What we are saying is that assembly members should make it a duty anytime you are coming to assembly. I think you can pick one person, one disabled person, one marginalized person, along with you. You come and just listen. We have observers in assembly, isn't it? Yeah. Carry them along.
We are talking about money.
Yeah. We'll react to that. So, we are saying that the presiding member should also make it a point, at least invite this group of people in the society to come and listen. They will have observed. We should come and observe. When we do that, they feel that they are also included in our day-to-day activity. Like what we don't care about them. That is why some of them are on the street begging. Meanwhile, there are packages meant for them lying there. That is our point number 3. Point number 4. 3.1. The assembly members should also be trained by the district assembly on their function towards citizens, especially the vulnerable group. What we are saying is that assembly members should also be empowered more. Some of them don't know much about this group of people. So if the assembly can organize one shop for them, give them more information about this group of people, I think it will help their work as well. So this is also what we are suggesting to the assembly. We can look for someone who has knowledge, enough knowledge on disability issues and others, so that they come and engage the assembly members, give them more information, so that when they go out, they can relate very well with this group of people. Available government pro-co-op services in the North District. Yes, we are also saying that these available pro-co-op packages around, the assembly members should be aware and be able to preach this particular message to the people who are concerned. Some of the programs are not meant for assembly members, but they have all the information. They have all the information. People who have the right to enjoy from the project or the package, they don't know about it because we are not giving them the information. So this is our recommendation. Point 4.1. They be able to do as we are asking them to.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now when we go back, for instance, we have to big GLOWA. We have to have a data, a platform to educate people. You must pay for it. Okay. Now, so it's not an employment.
Okay. Let me react to that point before. You know, why we say it is, I consider it as, not we, I consider it as employment, that they were aware that this is a voluntary, but they go for it, they pleaded them to be voted.
Yes.
So when you go pleaded to someone to vote for you, and you inform the person when you attend your meetings, that is all.
And it is that.
Yeah.
It is that.
Let you know so that you can.
It's that too. PWDs.
Okay.
For North Giant, I believe they are aware.
Okay.
Because they normally have their meetings in the year.
Okay.
They always come. And then there is this disability fund.
Okay.
That is being dispersed.
The common fund. Yeah. From the common fund. Okay.
Is being dispersed. So if a person with disability in Nogda says he or she doesn't know anything about the district assembly and what we do, then I think it's out of the because
I want to react to that. You know, this survey is how would I put it? It's a survey. You just sample some selected people that we interviewed. We went to out-to-reach communities, deprived community, Chuman Sabadu, Choho, and the other place. So when we went there, Avati Agami, apparently went to court. So it's likely that maybe the people we met, they were not part of the thing. So it's likely. So we are not seeing PWDs in North that are seeing they are not benefiting.
So
those we survey.
You score 0.
And
You score 0. Even
that's what I'm saying.
applicants from
who mess about and this.
Yes, it's likely. It's likely that the people.
So you correct it now. Okay. Because
So you correct it.
We'll correct
But
that's
that's where we are here. But that's where we submitted.
so you
So
correct
that
it
the
now.
necessary way is
Because
made the necessary correction.
you said it that we are doing better than
Yeah, we are doing better than
but
something.
it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Actually, in fact, we actually do our best.
Yeah,
We are on top.
sometimes to maybe our this thing, the people we interview, maybe sometimes they may be lying. Sometimes they will receive the thing, but they will not tell the truth. But we cannot add anything to what they say. So we have to present the result to you. Then you take the correct decision from you. Then that's why we are here. So we made the necessary correction. Yeah.
That's all for now.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Thank you. On the part of the assembly members, for me, what I do, and I know most of our colleagues does that, when we had letters for assembly general meeting, first thing you have to do is to call your community, tell them, I am going for a meeting. What should I say? What should we, if they say this, what will be my reaction? Sometimes they will tell you, go and say this before you come. So sometimes you jot some things on papers. If like I know this kind of question would have come, I should have come and show you some documents that I've gathered from my community. Okay, 2. And after our assembly meetings, we go back. And if you didn't go back and tell them, they will rather call you. We are not hearing from you. So your work in the assembly is to come and tell them what you do here. Okay. There is one thing about this marginalized and this EWDs we are talking about. These people, sometimes they take themselves more inferior to people. If you ask the town crier to beat gong gong for you, they will beat the gong gong all right. They will not come. They will not come. You have to chase them and go to them in their house. You understand what I'm trying to say? So even this 2% common fund, some people in my community, I have to go to them myself to tell them because they refuse to come to the town gathering. So what I have to do is to go to them. Even this morning, when I came here, I have so many letters here that are from them. The applications letters. They gave them to me. And one of my elder brother was among these Zoya people who came here. He was telling me one of them, those that I went to in the house. It was only yesterday that he brought the letter. You see, you keep on pressurizing them, but they will not care. So that one too, that is it. I don't know what you do about it.
Let me tell you. As I said, we are going to meet them Friday here. As you are reacting, we'll tell them that this is what assembly members are saying. So they also need to cooperate with more. We'll tell them. Okay. So Master, we'll do that.
Okay. On I go. Yeah. My PM has just talked about our position in the assembly. The assembly is not a money-making entity for the assembly members. Okay. Sometimes even you come here, they will tell you there is no transportation. You will not comment. You will have to go back empty-handed. Why come you will bring somebody again to come and observe what goes on here? It's a very good idea. But if you can support us, for us to bring somebody or some people in like that, we are also ready to do that. That will be very glad.
You know, when you yourself decide that I want to bring somebody, and you don't have the resource, that's why you have the NGOs. You can contact us if you have the capacity to help you. Okay. So
we are now hearing it.
Yeah. And sometimes to our community leaders, the chief, then the elders too. We can consult them. We can go to them. That no, we are going to assembly with you. We want somebody to represent this honorable groups. So that when you go any information, when we are not able to spread the information, they can do it on our behalf. But we don't have money. So, Chief, if you can sit down with your elders, then you put your heads together, then you find the TNT, then you can contact us if you have the support. You have it in our project, maybe in the third quarter of our project. We will ask permission from the PM and the other officials of the DA, then you like to invite some
very, very, very happy.
Yeah.
We also want the assembly
support
to
them.
become very
Yeah.
broad. That's what we want here.
We want the assembly to invite every
Yes.
the general assembly meeting.
And
We
last
invite this
before
week, then
I arrest my comment.
Okay.
It's on
Thank you.
GIDA.
Thank you so much. Well taken. We are noting everything
No,
down.
this is on GIDA.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Jida.
On GIDA problem,
Okay.
what we normally do or I normally do is sometimes we go to radio stations to do our educations on how we do our engagements for various positions. They will not come. Even some of them indigenous in the district will not tune on the radio station that we have. They will tune on Cool FM, listening to music. Tune on Sekwele, they will tune on to Yononyo. They will never tune on to Northern radio station to listen to what we have for them. And sometimes we all send these messages to church leaders for them to do it on our behalf. And to these market women, they do that. Some of them, as I'm telling you, they feel too timid to go to public. So I beg you, in your Friday submissions, please let them know that they are human beings like we are.
That's why we are trying to build their capacity. You know, they lack that capacity. So we have to train them so that they can.
I would also like to suggest to Jida was that before you go to maybe the radio station, please let them make some at least 2-3 days announcement for you, so that maybe before you go, they will be pre-informed that you are coming.
More than 3 times. Receiving more than 3 times. My district chief executive can bear me out. It's more than 3 times.
Daddy, I think we are doing the best, but I know all of us, we are not equal. Yeah. Assembly members somewhere will not be doing what we are doing.
Then you are not ready to go the next time.
Yeah, so that's why we are bringing this suggestion, so that those who are not doing well, they can back up plan.
Yes, on the sample size, it's not clear.
The sample size is not clear.
Yes, what you have here is
Let me get it.
Are you there?
Yeah. Sample size.
Yes. Should I read?
Okay. Sample size.
Yes.
6 randomly selected deprived communities were sampled in North and South Dai. So meaning from each district we picked 3 communities, how to read communities. And yeah. So from one community, we have 3 groups, 3 marginalized groups. Marginalized women, unemployed youth, and persons with disabilities. And out of one group, we pick 8 people that we
I don't need explanation. I
Yeah.
said what you have here is not
clear.
comprehensive now.
Okay.
No, we have
No,
detail.
you listen. You said 6 randomly selected deprived communities were sampled in the North and South Dai districts.
Okay.
They are Chuma Sabani, Choko, and Abate Agam. Follow. The North Dai district communities are Akwadeke. They are not my community.
Okay, that's a mistake. We notice it. We notice it.
Then a total of 212 marginalized groups. Are you referring to only North Dai or?
No.
The two districts.
So for North Dai, how many people did you?
So we say 106. 106.
Where is it? 111.
Over 60 communities. Looking at the 6 communities we're talking about, you have only 3 from North. You can imagine how the degree of marginal error will be. Looking at the sample size, it's very, very small. It's slim. And looking at 106 persons that you have interviewed, I'm aware we have close to 4,000. I know if you are making research, you cannot deal with the population, but you still have to work with some sample and do it in a random way. But I want to see that the sample size, yes, is not valid. The 3 out of the 62 large communities it's not representing enough. Having said that, I'm impressed with the presentation and the results. Democratic governance is about good governance. Democracy itself talks about majority rule. And in Ghana, looking at our 2010 population census, we are aware that women are more than men, females are more than males. And ironically, even if you look at Parliament and all our representative bodies, we have very few women. Research indicates that women in general, despite the several NGOs and other civil society organizations campaign to empower women to take the mantle of coming out, to not just to vote, but to participate effectively in the decentralization process and the democratic institutions. We are yet to get anywhere near 1/10 presentation. And unless we find out the socio-cultural antecedents to this, we might not be making fair conclusions. However, at the substructural levels, there's something that we have not really taken keen interest in. Generally, one of the key problems of our decentralization program or process is apathy among the people. If you look at the election turnover, apart from political party elections, that is national and general elections, where people are enticed to come and vote based on party lines. Because the district level elections is non-partisan, and his electioneer campaign is not party inclined. There is no that kind of agitation and boost of morale among the electorate. Therefore, people even the 2010 elections, this level, it was less than 45% turnover. So you imagine. In some areas or in some districts, there are some communities or communities that are not represented at the unit committee level. No people have not come out to even stand to be elected. That's our major challenge. Do we need to say that the same level of general elections that are being organized on party lines, do we have to change it? There are pros and cons with any decision that we might want to take. That's number two. Then, coming back to the marginalized group that we are talking about, I see women in general as marginalized. So, using the word marginalized women, that means you are still trying to segregate some women and the marginalized women.
The reason is some women, they are, I don't know how
level are all marginalized. And there are so many reasons. The apathy is one. If you want to invite them to come out, even you going there, you want to get there and meet them. Because of other house chores and some other upkeeps, some of them may not have the time. Some will want to take permit from their husbands before they get the time, etc., etc., etc. So some many times you want to meet them, you have to postpone, you have to go, they won't be there. The next time you have to arrange before you even meet them, go to have the meeting. Then it's a big challenge. What I want to say finally, before I can end this, my comments, is with the persons with disability, that is the aspect of the scholarship that I actually strongly disagree with. Yeah, and that goes to tell the concerns about your sample size. Yes. We know that the disability committee and the social development, social welfare units have been very proactive in reaching out to the members in the way of supporting them to engage in economic activities. And they've been very much representative in terms of the beneficiaries. And so to have it that the persons you have interviewed having given a comment that they are not aware and for that matter have not benefited, the signal is not really positive. Possibly if you try to extend your sample size to that level, you should be able to unravel the fact that many of them have benefited and are aware of the process, and so that you can set the record straight. For the assembly, with regards to transparency and accountability by way of organizing public hearings and budget hearings, very soon, with the process of coming out with the medium-term development plan for 2014-2017, we have so many activities that are outlined in that direction. That very soon we will be reaching out to our various communities, area councils, to have community action plans be integrated into the area level and then brought to the core at the assembly main point. Nevertheless, the biggest constraint that we have, especially with the budget year, that's supposed to be annual, is specifically based on what is funding challenges. Funding. Yes, you and I agree with the problems we have with the common fund. As we speak, we are almost exiting in the second quarter, and which quarter? From which quarter we are in arrears? Third quarter. Yes, no, last year, fourth quarter hasn't come. So fourth quarter, first quarter, and second quarter are all in arrears. And so with the poor IGF, invariably we are constrained in reaching out to outdoor and to engage our stakeholders in the planning and budgeting process. We cannot run away from the fact.
Thank you. Thank you so much.